Chatham Rock was established about 6 years ago to exploit an offshore deposit near New Zealand. It's a particularly special deposit because it's been very well studied and understood. And one of our advantages is that we inherited all that historic data. Now, it was first investigated back in the 1970s, and the project was then halted because of low fertiliser prices. It's an idea for its time now because fertiliser prices are much higher, and we expect to be competitive in the world market. The rock phosphate market, probably most of it consists of material which is retained in countries. So China has a lot of rock phosphate and doesn't export it. The same with the USA. So the dominant trader in rock phosphate is a Moroccan company called OCP, and they export to Australasia and Asia, and they're in effect potentially our competitors, although we sell a different grade rock, and we see ourselves developing quite a close alliance with them, perhaps selling rock together. I guess it's a world first in terms of mining rock phosphate at 400 metres, but there are a number of other minerals being mined at similar depths or proposed to be mined at greater depths, and there's oil and gas exploration going on under the sea. So it's not particularly unusual. What's a bit different is we're going to use a dredge, a Dutch manned dredge, to actually extract this material off the seafloor, bring it up a flexible hose and dry it on the ship and then bring it to port. But there's no particular new technology in it, it's just an adaptation of existing technology. I guess the key risks for any mining project are, does the resource exist? Has it been discovered? Can it be extracted efficiently? Can you then sell it? And finally, all of that depends on whether or not you can get permits. Now, the first three risks have been well and truly dealt with. We need 2 permits, one of which is the grant of that is imminent, possibly this week. And then after that, there's just a second permit to get, which is an environmental permit. The key risk, if it exists, is the risk of some slippage. Yes, it will require further capital. We need in total about $40 million, of which I've raised 24, so we're looking for roughly another 16, but not all at once. We're looking for $5 million now, and that's to actually process the environmental consent that I referred to earlier. That'll cost about $5 million. After that, we'll be fully permitted in our share market. Valuation should be significantly higher, and we'll be going back to shareholders then. The key messages for any potential investors in our company are that it's now substantially de-risked, that the earnings per share when we go into production will be higher than the share price at the moment, so there should be significant upside in it, and that it's in a commodity which is going to become increasingly scarce, and we're very strategically positioned for that. In addition to the New Zealand project, we actually intend to expand overseas, and we've already applied for licences offshore Namibia. We've got 5 applications in there. So we intend to become more of a global player in the rock phosphate market.